Hi, Professor. This is Sarvani Nelapatla. Today, we would like to present to you our project, which is online voting system. Firstly, I would like to give a brief description about the contribution I made to this project. So, I worked on the login page, created one using HTML and CSS. I also worked on the view candidate details page and completed the feature. Coming to the abstract of the project, online voting system is the web application which allows candidates to sign up for elections and registered voters to cast their votes. Each voter can vote once for a particular election or post, and their vote cannot be reverted. The candidate with the highest votes wins, and ongoing scores are visible to all users. So, the further slides would be explained by my team member Rajeshwari.
Hello, Professor. I am Bhonagiri Rajeshwari. I want to explain what I have contributed to the project. I have worked on project web page layouts, database tables, registering a candidate in election page, and the results page. So, coming to this slide talks about the registration page where the code sets up event listeners for the self nomination checkbox and the registration modal close button. When the self nomination checkbox is checked, the election name field is displayed. When the registration modal is closed, the form data is cleared. So, coming to the next slide, this slide talks about the code uses jQuery and Ajax to make HTTP requests to Firebase real time database. It fetches and updates data from Firebase and shows them in the UI. The UI has different sections for managing elections, adding candidates, casting votes, and viewing results. And further will be explained by my friend Yamini.
Hello, Professor. I'm Yamini Korukonda. And firstly, I would like to mention my contribution to this project. So, I worked on cast a vote using online voting system page and completed the feature. Worked on sign up page, created one using HTML and CSS, and also worked on voters page and completed the feature. So coming to this code on the screen right now, it is a HTML code that creates a simple login and registration page for voting management system. The page contains two main sections, the UI, login UI and the registration model. The page uses the Bootstrap framework for styling. It also includes JavaScript, which contains the logic for logging in and registering users. Additionally, it includes the AngularJS library for creating dynamic web application. And then for this code on the screen right now, this is a web page written in HTML, JavaScript, and AngularJS. The page has a navigation bar with four menu options: view candidate, add election, only visible to users with admin privileges. Again, cast a vote, cancel vote, and view result. And there is also a logout button. The main body of the page displays a table of candidate information for the view candidate menu option. For the add election menu option, there is a form with input fields for the name of the election, start and end dates, and location. Um, the AngularJS framework is used for data binding and rendering. The Bootstrap framework is used for styling. The page also includes jQuery and Popper.js libraries. So now this is the basic web page of our web application. So here, this is the login page. There is the email and password entries where we can give our email and password and login, and there is also a login button, and also we have a register here button. So when we click on that, we a page is redirected and we can register over there. So I have logged in with the admin email ID and password. So after logging in with admin email ID and password, here we have a list where we can, there are name, date of birth, contact, email, gender, and election name. So when the voters register, all the names are listed here with the, you know, with their date of birth, contact, email ID, gender, and if it is a candidate, then the election name is also displayed over there. And next, here I'm trying to add the election. So it is asking for a few details here. Firstly, there is the name of the election, mayor elections, and the start date, end date, and the location. So we give all these, and then we click on the add button, and now it says the data is added successfully. So we have successfully added the election, and the registration will be explained by my friend Rajeshwari.
Coming to the registration page, so this screen shows you the registration page of a voter. So for if a voter doesn't have any login credentials or any account, he needs to register into the website. So this shows the details he need to enter. So he need to enter his full name, email address, contact number, date of birth, and he needs to create a password and the gender of him, and then click on submit. He no need to check the box, do you want to be a candidate, because this is an voter registration form. And then we need to click on submit. Let us see some examples we have entered before. So these are the example records that we have entered previously. And after clicking on submit, we'll get a successful message will be popped up. As you can see here, as a successful message will be popped up here, saying that the login has been, the registration has been successful. So coming to the next part, this is the candidate registration, where the candidate needs to be checked the box, do you want to be as a candidate here. So the information he needs to provide is the name, email, contact number, database, and he needs to create a password of his own, and gender. After that, the extra feature here is he is a candidate, so he need to check the checkbox and then give the election's name and then submit. Click on the button submit. After that, it shows a successful message. And then, if a person wants to cast a vote, he needs to log into his website and then click on cast vote. Here, we need to enter the election's name and the candidate name and click on vote. After clicking on vote, it says voted successfully. This means the vote has been done successfully. So after that, by clicking on view result, we can view the results of the candidates, like how many person or how many voters have been voted for the particular person in this elections. And the further part will be continued by my friend Sarvani. Thank you.
So let me just show the working of this code. I'm trying to open votelog register.html with web browser. So we get a web page displayed over here where it shows enter your email ID and password. Also here we have a register here where we can register new voters using that link. So here I'm just trying to enter the admin email ID and password. So here we can see that these are the two candidates present in the election. Here, if we wish to add a new election, we can just define the name of the election, start date, end date, and location over here, and then just click on add, and the election will be added. And here we can even view the result where it shows number of votes each candidate has secured.
So we successfully built a web application for this project online voting system. So here, candidate can sign up for the elections, and people can get registered. They can cast the vote, like they can cast their vote only once. If once they cast the vote, they can there is no chance they can revert their vote back. So people and candidates can always see the ongoing score in the vote, and the candidate with the highest vote wins. And also the election results can be displayed. We can view the results. So this is our project, the online voting system. Thank you.